part 3 and day 2 of ripping this camper down to rebuild it as a square drop camper. And I think what I'm going to start with is running around, taking anything off the camper, like number plate, maybe the tail lights, anything I can sort of unscrew really quickly on the outside, and then get inside, do the same thing, and then try and navigate around wires and stuff for the fridge. And I think everything else is just going to get totally trashed, so we're just going to jump straight into it. Let's go. That's that. And wow, I sort of knew this thing was flimsy, but look at this. Yeah, there's not a place you can touch this camper on and probably not put a dent in it, especially on those curves and stuff like this, but that's pretty solid. But any ends anywhere around here, not good. So if you're wondering about the timeline of these videos, each one's been about 3 or 4 hours in length and edited down to what, 20 minutes or so. I don't really have a lot of time to work on it, so if you're trying to work out the timeline of how this is all happening, each video is about 4 hours. Yeah, pretty much all the marker lights and stuff that I put on are going to be LED, so I'm not going to use any of these at all. They're just getting them out of the way just so they don't get broken and end up on my lawn. That one's broken anyway. Or did I just break it? Who cares? Yeah, these are pretty much just held on with hopes and wishes. Although they don't want to come off. There we go. Yep. Some sort of vent panel on here. Yeah. Okay. So what we got here is the back of the fridge, just where the vent was. As you can see, it was full of spiders, and the spiders had open slather to the vent up here that has no mesh on it. Great. I don't know if I'm going to be able to save this fridge. It looks really fucking complicated. I thought I'd be able to just unplug it and take it out, but no, there's gas and all sorts of shit that goes with it, obviously. But I don't know, we'll see when we get there. I might cut around it and leave that the last thing I take out. Did I mention how hot it is today? It's been raining non-stop over the weekend, and now it's just like sunny and wonderful. It's like tropical Victoria, and it's late November. Whew. Trying to work out when Black Friday sales are, because they advertise them for a month now. That's pretty much it for the outside. I'm going to just see any screws that I can see on things like this, rip them out, see if things like the integrity of the structure actually just sort of falls apart. And if not, mechanical intervention. some of these bits of plywood that are on these benches I might actually end up keeping, because they're thicker than what the roof was, that's for sure. But they might be useful for just, you know, making templates or something, or, you know, patching holes, or I don't know. But they're pretty straight, just fairly stiff. They look alright. I'll keep them as spare material, I guess. You know, it just sort of occurred to me that if you are actually fixing up a Jayco Dove or a pop-top caravan from Jayco, or maybe another brand, I don't know if they're all similar or not, but I'm going to actually show you where all the stuff is on it so that you can fix up your own. Maybe you just want to repair something, you don't know where it is or what it looks like. I'm going to show you as much as I can, so maybe you just want to stick around for that. Well, let's get you in for a closer look. It's not that hard to understand, really, I don't think. It's, all 4 cables are connected to this plate and these eye bolts, so they would be all the same height in that position. They're connected to this cable that goes to this winch, which is operated from the outside, and all 4 cables get pulled at the same time. There is one cable that wraps around this pulley and goes all the way back to this side, which I'm guessing is that side. Another one goes up this channel here to there, and we've seen where the other 2 go. So it's a pretty simple mechanism. I wonder what's broken about it, because everything here at the moment seems to be fine. Even the ratchet seems to work. Wonder what the actual problem was. Okay, I believe this might be the tool that's used. It's just got a square end on it to put the lid up. And if I'm looking in this hole, and you probably won't be able to see it, I can't see it. There is no square hole to put that in. I think whatever receptacle is supposed to be on there has fallen off and will probably be sitting in the bottom here. Yeah, so by all accounts, all it really needed, something on the outside to drive that shaft. I reckon that could have been fixed pretty easily, but here we are. Also, I thought about saving the loom for the tail lights, indicators and stuff, but it seems to have just been cut, rejoined over here, so I don't have to worry about that. Don't have to worry about saving anything. In other news, I found the tool for the stabilising legs and they seem to work fine, so hopefully when I put the new wheels on, they're long enough. So plan's pretty much to empty the inside of the camper now and then work on the outside, just so that I'm not walking in and out through jagged edges trying to cut up my legs and stuff. So I'll get that done, then I'll probably just walk around the outside cutting into sections.
I can't explain anymore what is left away the spark. It's harder to pretend. The fire dies, you lose your light, and the nights get colder. Let it out. If your thoughts run cold, you gotta scream and shout. Gotta take control, you gotta work it out. Gotta break that hold, you gotta let it out. If your thoughts run cold, you gotta scream and shout. Gotta take control, you gotta work it out. Gotta break that hold, you gotta let it out. If your thoughts run cold, you gotta scream and shout. Gotta take control, you gotta work it out. Gotta break that hold, you gotta let it out. If your thoughts run cold, you gotta scream and shout. Gotta take control, you gotta work it out. Gotta break that hold, you gotta let it out. If your thoughts run cold, you gotta scream and shout. Gotta take control, you gotta work it out. Gotta break that hold, you gotta let it out. If your thoughts run cold, you gotta scream and shout.
And that's where I'm going to leave it today. Some dinner and the rain got in the way. Almost got there. Just got that back wall to do on the fridge and the floor. And then we can start looking at the frame and see what we're going to do with that. So yeah, that's the next video you'll see, because I'm going to do the rest of that not on camera. So alright, well, thanks for hanging around. See you next time.